If you live in the South Bend and Mishawaka area, hopefully you've eaten at Allie's Cafe. It's our absolute favorite breakfast spot and has been so for 25 years. But, like everything around here, there's a story behind everything. And the story of 2323 Mishawaka Avenue goes back nearly 80 years. Long before it was Allie's Cafe, this was the Parkette, a drive-in restaurant that, from what I can find, opened its doors in the late 1940s. The Parkette advertised car hop service, ice cream sundaes, complete dinners, and in 1955, proudly celebrated a major remodeling complete with air conditioning. It wasn't just a restaurant, it was a gathering place. And at times, those gatherings got a bit spirited. In 1951, nearly 200 teenagers gathered here for what police feared could become an all-out Adams versus Riley High School riot. The Parkette was Adams High School territory, while Riley students hung out at the Tasty Shop on Miami Street, which you might recognize today as the former Jovi's Lounge. Kids showed up at the Parkette with rubber hoses, brass knuckles, and blackjacks. Thankfully, cooler heads prevailed and the principals settled the dispute the next morning. The old newspaper ads are equally as fascinating. One from the 1940s sought a, quote, good, clean Christian waitress. Different times, to say the least. In 1959, the restaurant entered a new chapter when it became Morrow's Parkette under Frank Morrow. Before long, the Parkette name disappeared entirely, and by 1967, it was simply Morrow's. The building was remodeled yet again, trading its drive-in roots for a cozy sit-down restaurant with cedar siding, red carpeting, and what newspaper writers called an early American feel. For decades, Morrow's earned a glaring reputation. One article from the 1970s described it as a neighborhood institution, where good food was served at a leisurely pace and at a fair price. Eventually, Morrow's closed in the late 1990s, and after a brief stop as Milan on the Avenue, the building found new life in 2000 when Allie's Cafe moved in. And, for the past quarter century, Allie's has carried on the tradition of this building being a neighborhood gathering place. And that's what makes locally owned places like this so special. Because when you walk into Allie's, you're not just walking into a restaurant. You're stepping into nearly 80 years of South Bend history, a place that has served burgers, sundaes, Swiss steak, and now breakfast burritos to generations of people. There is truly a story behind everything.